Gera Cup final 122. It is not happy, it is not focus, it is Lucifer versus HawK. And you hear the game sounds already. So real quick, going into the map selection by the two players. Lucifer banned Melting Valley and Secret Valley. Doesn't want to play on valleys as it seems. HawK on the other side, Turtle Rock and Terrana stand out of the pool, and his first pick is Last Refuge. So we are left with TM, EI, AI, and AZ. I think, I'm not too sure. And here are your players. South Korea versus Russia for $100. Both 30 years and 27. Something is missing here for Lucifer. I don't really know why. Little bug here. But both very good in their respective matchup. But Lucifer is such a force to be reckoned with against human. It's not even funny anymore. One of the strongest undead versus human players in the world, I would say. And yeah, we'll see how things pan out. This is it, and here is the game. Best of 5, as I said, for $100. And before we start, I say thank you to Chickens for the sub. And now we go. DK first and Archmage first. No surprise here. HawK, not really a Mountain King player recently. And yeah, this is a fast expansion. The question is Green Camp first or Mercenary Camp first or immediate expansion. He decides to go for the green spot to have his aura online very soon. Lucifer is going up already. No creeping at all for him. Of course, he got a lot of necromancy and use it for the first skeletons. But he will not find HawK immediately there. Because as you see, he was creeping first a bit, and I wonder if they go for Murlocs and High Priest. HawK definitely wants to. Last time he gave his opponent the High Priest without too much pressure. This time there is pressure. And this is a delayed expansion, I think. He doesn't have the resources just yet, but he will gather it really quickly. Speaking of quickly, this is the tier 2 tag by Lucifer. Fairly good harassment early on. Not killing anything though. Oh, his Archmage is stuck. Ah, he's not. Okay, I thought it was. But no Arcane Tower. Coil against the Archmage. 4 skeletons still in there. And surround. Oh my god. He forces the town portal on the DK. There were one more coil and the skeletons. I think they couldn't have saved him. So this is great for the Russian. And way better than expected. Okay, here we go again. Same movement as before the town portal. Still no fiend yet. Nope, there's not. Oh, HawK, really defensive. Going for this Merc spot first. Big experience. Again, Lucifer a little bit surprised, but he gets it at level 2. Boots of Kel'Thalas, of course, not the item that he was looking for. But here's the DK again. If he gets the surround, this game is over. But he gets the first footman. Always important to cut down. Oh, what did he get? No, HawK get the Berserker. That's nice. And the Troll Priest as well. Good steal. Getting closer to level 2. He did not creep a single thing, mind you. But there's no coil anymore, so this footman will stay alive. So HawK, it's time for you to expand now. He pulls 5 militia and heads over. First fiend with him as well. And tier 2, 60% done. On the other side, level 2.6 on the Archmage. I think this will go without any punishment. There's no coil for the Magi yet. It is in 10 seconds, but HawK has the timing down. Kills it here, no fiend shots whatsoever. Circuit of Nobility, very nice of him. And Lucifer recognized this, going for the High Priest here. This is easy kill, or should be. There we go. And he gets the ward, which is nice, but good blocks for HawK, man. This boy today playing out of his mind. Killed the first Korean already with focus, very surprisingly. And now it looks like Lucifer doesn't stand a chance as well. Mass pressure. +8 attack and increased attack speed with the boots. So everything that could go right did go right for HawK. DK is low, Archmage is 3, expansion is coming up, nothing big has been stolen. All he needs is attack. Lucifer's already there with a Lich and more fiends, and the slaughterhouse, this is set in stone. Usually he has this timing down to push the expansion, and the expansion was late. Oh boy. Oh. I was about to say this is kind of reminiscent of Infi versus 1-0, where so much went wrong in the early game, but moves out that surround and harassment continues with 2 fiends. The spell against the skeletons, so he has that arcane tower up. Does not coil the Shadow Priest there. So again, a good situation for the Russian. Tier 3 Slaughterhouse. Lich is there. New Rod of Necromancy? No, doesn't really need it. But it would have been good. That's for sure. Nova number 1. So it's time to kill some footmans now. Otherwise, there's too much meat shield against the fiends. Also too much reflective damage. And tier 2 starts. So HawK stabilizing a lot. And 3 mercenaries already. That's of course the big benefit of taking this out early. And he drives Lucifer away. Nothing he can do currently. And it's a double slaughterhouse. Okay, mass destroyer push. I was curious if he's going to go for it. And yeah, he does. So he needs to buy time now. That HawK can't get the towers up. Level 3 is there already, so he can't deny that. Even close to 4. Call Nova onto the Berserker. The experience is so rare for Lucifer here. Lich is stuck! Lich is surrounded! Oh my god! There is a Nova in a bit. Can he fight out somehow? No, he can't! Level 4 on tier 1 for HawK. How good is Sergei Shebakov today? Incredibly good. And there's a Zeppelin already with a Shredder. More mercenaries for him. Wow. Really impressive. Big invul potion from the Magi. And the Chinese, they got used to reskilling to Blizzard. I wonder if HawK is doing the same. But there's not a real threat for him. Oh, the block forces another coil. That was again the last coil. Lich is back. Was only level 1, but still fucks with his timings a lot. This is key now. The destroyer timing. Tech is up. We see a blacksmith. Is he going to tier 3 immediately? Doesn't look like it. More towers first. But the army is ridiculous. Not level 3. Far away from level 3. It's a 2 level advantage almost. 1.75 or something. Heals it up now. And prepares for Lucifer's big push. I think there is only one push for Lucifer. MK second, another brawl in the middle of the map. Can the undead come back into this game? Breaking upkeep is HawK already. 43 supply. Destroyer number 1 up. But there should be enough towers. Oh, he's late with the timing. 3 destroyers. This will cause some pain. But only 2 of them have mana. Oh, 1 of them has mana, I think. And the Mountain King will be back, so the fiends will suffer. Key moment in this game for Lucifer. He needs to be successful, but there's so many melee units. Stormbolt. Coil saves him, but that was the last one. The Destroyers reign supreme. This is big experience. and level 2. Dispel, and finally level 3. Almost another coil as well. The destroyers are doing great job. So HawK all of a sudden down to 41 supply. And he can't get the kills anymore. Despite the strong Archmage, he cannot get the kills. Going for the Mountain King now would be a sweet revenge. But alright. All in destroyer push as it seems. More obsidian statues coming. Tier 3. It's one masonry upgrade. Easy to tear down. Lich does not have an orb yet, by the way. No items at all on the undead. And here's the Archmage again. Towers are gone. And the damage without orb is not that great. There's no coil. There is mana, though. Can't dodge Nova. But yeah, he can do whatever he wants in this base now. HawK needs this towers. He was too late with the towers and has broke his neck almost. Can he recover from that injury? Nova, waiting for the Nova. Still waiting for the Nova. Can't reach. So, there's a lot of towers here. Double workshop. And knights, gyros knights. Pretty obvious solution. And now the experience spread on the heroes is far from optimal. Yeah, mana potion is okay. Big invo potion is really sweet. But he wants level 2, he wants level 3. Panda third. And he got an Arc of Reincarnation. Meh. First gyrocopter, next gyrocopter, and flag cannon is just an inch away as he closes in on tier 3. Lucifer at 58 supply, needs levels on the Panda, of course, level 3 on the Lich. Saved his mana the entire time. And a big healing for him. What can he creep now? He doesn't want to creep. He goes to the main base again and keeps the towers low. 2 are there though. He gave HawK a little bit too much time. 4 gyros. Or was he? Tower down. Here comes the gyros. Breath of Fire didn't hit at all, right? Wants to keep the MK low. Same for the Paladin later, as tier 3 is finished. HawK needs time. The clock is ticking against him. Yeah, here comes flag cannon and more gyros. Lucifer found a very, very sweet timing. Here's level 2 for him. And good damage. Tower down again. Tearing it down, Mr. Gorbachev. That's what she said. Oh, here comes the gyros. Is there another breath so far? Panda did good damage to the economy. Nice, Nova. And another level up here, level 4. 2.3 on the Panda, and this tower dies. Wow, the expansion is safe, but this main base looks so bad. And Remo mentions it every single time. Scout for both expansion and main, and then decide what's easier to crack. And Lucifer did this so well. It's gonna take a lot of time to tear this castle down. How many gyro? Oh, this army is ridiculous. Okay, this is better. But the Panda is stronger. Here we go. Flag cannons, area of effect damage against them. He has web. Can he kite? Can he save this one? No, he can't. Worst destroyer down. Level 2. Curl Nova onto the Paladin. Breath of Fire as well. Not using it on the gyros, and it works out. Panda gets stunned though. Where's the damage? He has the Ankh of Reincarnation. Not the smartest thing to focus him. And the Mountain King in trouble now as well. Big invo potion, maybe force. Oh boy. Panda down, but Ankh. Gyros reign supreme. No destroyer in the air anymore. Lucifer lost so much supply. But he's just waiting to kill this MK. Stormbolt helps him a bit. And he actually gets away. There's no coil. But the aura, there's Nova. Okay, now Frostmourne has it. MK down, Paladin down. Mountain King still, Panda still alive. What a back and forth game. And once the panda is on 3, he is a threat. Look at this. Everything is hurt thanks to the water elementals. As no destroyers are up anymore. Can he morph something? Does he want to morph something? He doesn't have the resources for it. Wow. Great micro so far. And he saves all the statues. Phenomenal job by Lucifer. Alright. It's morphing time again. Fiend doesn't get it here. No tower. Can he somehow get the Altar of Kings? Doesn't look like it. More and more gyros and one statue down. He even has these bombs. But the Pally. Oh, what a poor guy. Dies for the second time. Level 4 on the Lich. But he doesn't have anything against these flying machines except the Panda, who has full mana, by the way, just waiting for level 3. But he loses the statues again. Oh, no Nova. 3 more Fiends. 5 Fiends. Now Archmage in trouble. In a hell of a lot of trouble, actually. And if he gets the Panda to 3, then have fun, gyros. Here we go. Where's the breath? Not going for it now. It's the perfect spot. Mountain King. Same fate. Same problem as the Paladin. But he got him back at least. But HawK abandons his expansion. Better positioning. Breath of Fire. Is there any fancy transition? No, just double Slaughterhouse all the way. And he can't really go for Knights now. I mean, he does, but he can't really. It will always be intercepted. Wow, that was close. That was super close. Lucifer timed it, but was 1 split second too late. But is it the 3rd kill on the Paladin? There's no Divine Shield. There's no items. Wow, staff out, but come on. This is a joke, isn't it? Triple kill on only the Paladin. Quad kill if you calculate the Mountain King as well. HawK had so many good moves in the early game. But the towers were late. And so the misery begins. Even Abominations now. To block a little. No Blizzard. The entire game. That was a mistake in my opinion. Not going for it. Another breath, another kill. Staff again, but come on. 3 water elementals, so much mana invested, he must be dry. No, he's not actually. And the Panda, look at him go! That was cooldown as it seems. Empty inventory everywhere except this big healing. Of course, there's no coil possible for the Panda, so he goes for that. Level 5 on the Archmage. Water Torrent unlocked. Can they save him? HawK is supply stuck. He must be rebuilding at his main base. At his expansion, I mean. Takes out another statue. And we do not see the Breath of Fire against the gyros here. Finally we saw it. Now it's time for the Lich to pick him up one after another. Another Fiend dead. Where's the next breath coming? Actually moves it away quite well. And tanks. He needs time and he wants to buy that time with tanks. 900 HP. Kill it. Lich first. Knight first. Nova coil on the MK. There's a mana potion. What's it worth if there's a Breath of Fire again? Nothing. 5 and 4, man. Holy cow. How HawK gets annihilated here in the later stages. It's incredible. Another breath, another Nova. Genocide in HawK's base. Former base, I rather say. What can the tanks do? They are slowed down. They are attacked by ghouls. Oh, but the gyros come in as well. Yeah, now a staff, man. The staff would be fantastic. He doesn't have one. Panda may be going for one now. The knights take out the ghouls and the haunted gold mine is gone. Lucifer has no income anymore. Here's the panda now. Oh, actually, can he save it? Can he somehow save it? No, he can't. Next Breath of Fire will get a multi-kill for sure. But HawK's harassment is paying off so well. Finally level 2 for the Pally. With his Divine Shield. His castle is going to go down though. Oh boy, there we saw it. Multi-kill. Sweet, sweet panda experience. Castle is gone. Tier 3 tech is gone. Second income gone. It's a funny game. What a funny game. Both players lose a lot of units here and there. And that's level 5 on the Lich after 21 minutes. 5, 5, 4. He doesn't have gold to rebuild the haunted gold mine. Almost no items. Needs to go creeping first or sell something on the panda. Which is definitely not what you want. 5-3-2 on the human side. So 3 levels behind.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, nice flute. And he's not rebuilding here. HawK is 1 base. And refraining from going tanks, as I think. Yeah, it's just gyros. So annoying, but can be so effective. Staff or TP? Staff it is only. Contest for the red spot now. Divine Shield being used immediately. Here comes Coil Nova, but Holy Light keeps him alive. And that doesn't look too good for HawK. For Lucifer here. Loses another knight, but kills 2-3 fiends. And Holy Light again. Now, get the fuck out. He does. And they come back in. Alone, they do abysmal damage, but in a big group with 2 upgrades. What can he do? Archmage, chased here, Novad. But that's it, right? Oh, 2 statues, he forgot about that. And he kills the Black Citadel. I cannot believe he comes back into this game. After that fight, and with this main base, I did not think he would go there. Counter expansion, or at least expansion, by Lucifer. Who constantly parks... sorry, constantly... What was I about to say? Parks the panda in the main. Crystal Ball, oh boy. We've seen better. For example here. This can only be better. Klaus plus 12, meh. He wrecks this, man. He wrecks the space. Not only Infi can do this lame-ish style, also HawK, who can go for Griffin soon enough. Oh, and I really need a coffee here. I got one almost ready. Oh, the expansion seems to be safe. He lost so many cigarettes, he is supply stuck at 26, or was supply stuck. The heroes have to carry with 554. He continues to pressure this with water elementals. No upgrades yet to be seen. He's again supply stuck. Unbelievable. HawK wants to finish this. Brings the Shredder. Breath of Fire. Not too effective against those units, but still good. Statue being killed. No healing anymore, or no mana. One of the two, but Archmage, heal potion. Big heal potion, that was important. And saves the Lich as well. Just a couple of split seconds before the hammer arrives at his head. Another Nova in 10. And we haven't seen too many Breath of Fires, right? TP out, he got what he wanted. Setting up the second expansion, killing so many buildings with such a few good units. Everything's gone. Everything is gone for Lucifer. Except the one expansion and a few cigarettes. HawK constantly scouts a bit fast, a bit further, like baby steps. But those are workers for a second, third gold mine. And Lucifer has one. The expansion gold mine is empty. Here's no mining. Oh, it's of course 2 gold mines. Sorry about that. And actually it's 1 gold mine since this is gone. 28 minutes. And both are down to 1 gold mine. Sorry, what was I talking about? It was a bad call. 28 minutes and they're still fighting. 27 supply for him. Oh, he can't cancel the 100 gold mine. Maybe? Well, no, the panda's there. The most important thing for Lucifer to do now is keep this haunted gold mine alive. If you lose a finger over it, that's fine. But having the gold mine. And so he pushes again. Just a little rat. Warcraft. Oh, even Zeppelin drops. He's pushing it to the limit for sure. There we go. Haunted Goldman down. This seems to be too much, but HawK on the other side, only 38 supply as well. Level 4 on the Mountain King. This goes faster than expected, and the Archmage dies. Okay, opening time for Lucifer. Paladin is dead as well. Oh no, doesn't kill it here. Makes him stronger though. Rebuilds the crypt as it was again in this game, and he calls for the GG. Damn, son, HawK. Taking this home after a great early game. There wasn't too much to do anymore. I think the tanks were just too much, and I need that coffee as HawK. Lucifer calls for the Secret Valley. I'll join the game and then we'll get the coffee. Holy shit, that was bad. It was a great game, but I was very tired. This will change in game 2. Very sorry about that. You know, casting for 5 hours is hard. Be right back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here I am, and HawK is in the game. Secret Valley next. Thank you, Nerto, for the 7-month resub. 7 months and more to go. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. So, Remo is coming as well to complete this final. And Remo's not answering. Nice. What earbuds are those? I have no idea. I bought them in China. Before we went to China, I got some Sennheiser earbuds and they broke after day 3. So that was pretty bad. Thank you, Orc. 2nd month in a row. Keep it up. Thank you. I'm really surprised by HawK today, man. He's playing so good.
Hello, hello.
Hello, sleepy little dude.
No.
Can't you hear me? I can hear you.
I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep. Hello. Hello.
Ah, there we go.
Nice. Nah, sleepy little dude, how you doing now?
Oh, better now. I was really hungover earlier. When I woke up today, I thought everything was fine, and I was surprised about how good I was feeling. And I don't know if you know this phenomenon, but then a few hours later, the delayed hangover kicked in, and oh boy, did it kick in. And yeah, had to lay down. But now I'm back. I just tuned in for the last few minutes of that first game. Holy shit, what was going on there, man? Undead heroes completely out of control. Main base was gone. I was for sure thinking that HawK had it, but with one single acolyte. At some point he had 0 acolytes, but he still came back, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Speaking of coming back, I am not feeling that tired anymore as well. That's good. And I hope we have a great best of 5 here with hopefully 4 more games, as this cup is really surprisingly well. You know, after GCS we saw, okay, now we have to do Gera Cup again, and the level of play is not going to be that great, but HawK today, no idea what's up with him, man. He's sick.
Yeah, man. That was pretty cool to see him. I want to have that, you know, human king at Europe again. I've been asking for it from HawK for a long time. At GCS he didn't have the best results, of course. Maybe this is the start of the comeback. I've said this a whole bunch of times though in the past. Inconsistency, maybe sometimes an issue with him. But yeah, this final certainly possible for him. And now we go into map number 2, which I would say is... I don't even know anymore. Who is this favoring? We don't see this map at all anymore nowadays. There's no lab here, so that's pretty bad for the human. Expansion. Somewhat easy to take, but certainly there are easier ones out there.
Very far away from the main base as well.
This is a decent MK map, but so was LR, and he went for the AM, so I guess it's gonna be AM again. That being said, though...
I wonder if Lucifer plays, as is the ultimate, I wonder if Lucifer plays Garks here.
Ooh. Usually we only see that against MK though, I feel.
Ah, there's the crypt, alright. The graveyard.
As a normal. Ted Fiends coming out of Lucifer. I wonder if he's gonna play something weird in this series. He has played like Lich first into Fiends in the past, which totally blew my mind.
Okay.
One time, by the way, HawK lost to 1-0 on ladder against a solo Lich. That was pretty embarrassing. He got level 4 so quickly, and then he just kept on eating his Fiends with Dark Ritual and kept novaing the Archmage. And he could do nothing.
Yeah, Lucifer beat Happy today. HawK beat Focus, so...
Yeah, man. So many upsets. Really cool.
What's this Arcane Tower by HawK? Very interesting position. Is it normal on SV? I don't see that map too often.
We see that on some maps. In the early game it's really good. You can keep the DK further away and it still covers almost all of the peasants, especially the gold mine. Of course later on, if a push hits you towards the main, that's gonna be a bad positioning.
Yeah.
But yeah, early game focused here.
Alright, Little nulls here doing some poison damage. That is of course always bad for humans, but I think Lucifer won't do too much before the expansion comes in, so they will retreat and be healed up. Arcane Tower coming, and about to be tier 2 for Lucifer.
The very, very early game is always a little awkward here on SV, because you're too late to harass the first camp. Then the AM is basically level 2, only needs one single skeleton kill for level 2. And you can't really creep anything here. If you go for Ted Fiends, you only have the Rods of Necromancy to work with early on. You could go for like the Null Wardens at the fountain, but then you're so far away from the opponent. You get an item, which is a clause if you're lucky, but if you kill those two Nulls, that's, I don't know, maybe 90 experience or something. Doesn't really seem worth the time. So, early game especially, I think, is pretty good here for the human. And of course, we're gonna see a fast expansion once again, as we almost always do.
And here comes the Militia Train. Secret Valley, a map that is not really used in Chinese tournaments, but Gera Cup has enlarged its map pool with Melting Valley as well, and Terranas, and this one. So we see it in the finals most of the time. So tier 2 tech by Lucifer has started. Fiend is not coming for this harass, so it's DK and skeletons only.
AM not with the claws here and not pressuring the DK. Finds the first kill here with the coil. Of course, the big target is the Ogre Magi. Is he gonna be able to get that fat one? Gonna go for the small one first, so now the coil's on cooldown. Was that perhaps a mistake? Or is he baiting it? Is he baiting it? Who gets the last hit? Was the AM.
Alright, no level 2 for the DK, no aura, and not too many units died for HawK, but it's only 2 peasants left, so that was nice as well. Expansion is definitely delayed. Here comes the Fiend, but it's already 6 footmen here. Can't get rid of them without coil. Oh, also around almost, man.
Very, very close.
We had it in game 1.
A lot of time. Sacrificial Skull, by the way. What is this?
Mass pressure.
Oh, and
Mass
again,
pressure against the Expo.
Barely slips out of that surround. AM now, it's pretty hard for him. Where does he actually find experience for level 3? However, there is no aura to worry about for the undead, so that also makes life a little easier for him. Alright, and now he's going on the peasant hunt. He needs a few kills here. He needs 2 more kills on the peasant. That's his level 2. That should be doable. He has 1 coil at the ready. Doesn't even need it for the first kill.
Yeah, since he has no Unholy Aura, the Blight helps him a little with regeneration, but HawK does a good job and scares him away. That was nice.
Coil disjointed there.
Yeah.
Skeleton, hero skeleton, the last swing.
And finally level 2. So that's mass HP regen now on the undead side. Gets another, again, saving that into the gold mine, but here comes the follow-up kill.
Lucifer actually did have a decent early game here though. Got level 2, which is so vital, and that can be really troublesome if you don't get the last hits there with the coil. Especially the Berserker was important, giving him a lot of experience from that creep camp. And HawK still struggling to get to level 3. Tech-wise, the undead already on the way to tier 3 himself, with no Lich coming yet.
Is it more Fiends? No, 260. He doesn't have the gold for it now, prioritizing Tech and Slaughterhouse for statues. This is a little better for undead because we have health now with the fountain, so we can regen a little more, and so you can always apply some pressure here on the Blight, go for the fountain, pressure again, etc, etc. But the first
now again losing a few peasants here because he was forced to creep a little more because he lost so many last hits and didn't get level 3. And this is so many peasant kills, man. This is really starting to add up. Finally the expansion is done, late, mind you. Halfway already is the undead 2 tier 3. This is a super late expo. And finally we get level 3 for the AM, but man, it's so super late.
That took some time. No tech, only 1 tower, and it's an arcane tower in the base of HawK. Does he have? No, not even a lumber mill. Not using it here as well. And still waiting for this militia duration to run out. Here comes the Lich, and tier 3 almost lining up perfectly, as well as the statue. Still a good amount of footmen. I wonder if he's diving into the undead army or the undead base to just harass and buy time. Oh, surround opportunity again. So close.
Doesn't quite get. I don't know what exactly their ping is, but I imagine something around 120. And then it is pretty hard to get those surrounds. But HawK needs to... Is he gonna start teching now? Yes, he starts teching now in the main, but I think right now is the time to get up mass towers. And of course you need to do that at expansion and main base, so that's gonna be expensive. But at the moment, oh, okay, here we see the first few coming up at the expansion at the very least. Sim City wise, it's not really too well protected. No lumber mill in front, which the Chinese love to do. Not even a shop, so these powers are fairly exposed at the expansion.
Yeah, you would have been also around here. You would have been proud of Lucifer in the first game because he realized the expansion is way more protected than the main, so he went for the main.
Oh, finally someone does it.
Yeah, I mentioned to you there that you would have been very, very proud of him, and didn't work out in the end though, as the Russian leads 1-0.
Wait, didn't Lucifer win the first map?
No, HawK did.
HawK did? Really?
I'm very
I thought
sure.
Lucifer won. Oh, okay. I didn't see the very end. Well, alright, at the expansion we're gonna have a whole bunch of towers, and the Sim City now is coming up, and we do see the Asian lumber mills being adopted by the Russian. He should have the time for the 8 towers at the expansion, but as you said, much like in game number 1, the towers in the main are looking very lackluster.
Yeah, just needs to realize that the skeleton was on the way, now stopping. Little micro mistake by HawK there. By Lucifer, of course. Kills another footman, getting closer to level 3. And he wants to pressure this with statues and acolyte to repair, but he's like, there's so much buildings on the Blight that it's hard to get that position there.
Destroyer form upgrade about 20 seconds away. We have 3 statues here. That is certainly not enough to crack the expansion. And as you said, the skeleton just stopped moving in the middle of the map. He doesn't know about the vulnerability of the main base. And that's of course because he's being pressured by all these footies, having lost a Fiend before. Now this Destroyer in trouble. Heals up! Almost dies though to the shot.
Thanks to the Dispel, man. Oh, he goes down nevertheless. If you Dispel with the Destroyer, you get some HP back as well, so that saved him for a bit, but not for too long.
That's an expensive loss, man. That's 300 gold down the drain, and more importantly, that's part of your vital force here to bust one of these bases. Now he only has 2 Destroyers to be used, only one of them with mana. This looks like a defense for HawK, who was struggling hard in the earlier stages here, with the expansion being punished by harassment so heavily.
Finally level 3 and a meat wagon.
Oh,
Second meat wagon as well in production.
And he keeps him in the main for now, not wanting to take free chip damage.
Mountain King, more towers, and tier 2 finished. Castle tag immediately as well.
Yeah. Feels safe enough not to have to go for breakers here from one sanctum. And these meat wagons are going to be hard to keep alive with the AM possibly retraining to Blizzard. But even with water elementals, gonna be tough because there's no Zeppelins here to put them into and save them from damage. And well, HawK seems to have weathered the storm here, it seems.
I agree. Main base protected, Expo well protected. First workshop is coming up, the second about to follow, and then it's nice gyro time again. I wonder if he's going for Panda again, or if this time the Dark Ranger seems to be a better pick. Not too much to creep here on this map.
What Lucifer sometimes, very rarely did with his siege strategy with like wagons and Disease Cloud and shooting from range was Pit Lord with Rain of Fire, but that was quite a while ago, so I don't think we're gonna see that now.
Disease Cloud is coming, there's one meat wagon still in the main and he forgot to pull it, and this one might die. There's no water elemental though, no additional one. He blocks, and Town Portal out from the Archmage.
He was slowed there, he would have just taken more and more damage. And now the meat wagons have to run away here, and they are fast enough to react. And there's 3 wagons now. This is a lot of damage with 1-0 upgrades as well. 2-0 coming in. This is gonna be so much damage. This game is not over yet.
Alright, Lucifer, will you do it unconventionally with the meat wagons or not? The positioning will be closer to the human's base, so reinforcements can hit them easier. He's going immediately for the town hall, not wanting to go for the lumber mill or towers or whatever. Nova, the army of HawK is shrinking, so maybe Lucifer found the sweet timing to bust this, and Mountain King dies immediately.
Level 1 hero only, of course, gonna be back pretty soon. AM in trouble, doesn't have a TP, you can't lose that one. Coin coming in and finishes the job. HawK afraid, asleep on the job. They're not paying attention to his first hero, and now how can he deal with all these wagons?
Well, water elementals for now, but not for much longer. Last one is dead. Level 3 for the Lich, and yeah, the damage. Level 2 attack upgrade about to be done. And what can you do now? What can you do now?
He's repairing with all his peasants, but they're kind of exposed. The Lich is gonna start picking them off with the Orb and the Nova. And I think even with like 10 peasants repairing, this might not be enough repair. Especially with the next attack upgrade finishing right here. These wagons, man, are so dangerous. He has to stop them from shooting, even if he has to sacrifice some units here. But with that, the unit is being fed bit by bit.
Level 4 on the Death Knight already. Level 2 Aura, no Death Pact. And he's trying to repair again, but the Lich is already waiting there for more pickups. Archmage and MK are back. Archmage, no mana for Water Elemental. This is so hard for the Russian as the expansion falls.
You can't repair against 3 wagons, it's just too much, especially with those damage upgrades as well. Meat wagons, tanks are coming, but he already has the answer with the wagons. If he sends them back, they're gonna easily be able to defend at home, but first he wants to take out these towers. And now, of course, total map control goes towards the undead.
Alright, he does not scout the movement of the siege engines here. So he might lose a building or 2. There's only 1 Nerubian tower plus the Black Citadel to slow it down. But he has all the time in the world. Creeps here, Invo Potion getting prepared. Second pickup potion of healing. So good. Griffins are there though. And he takes out the first meat wagon. Or no, a little bit scared of Web.
And the Expo's coming up again right now. That is so expensive, man. These tanks will have to work overtime. In the main base there's 3 ghouls. No wagons though. 3 ghouls will be able to take out those tanks over time, but he may lose some ziggurats or shops for it. And we do have the Dark Ranger 3rd now.
Alright, no panda. Nothing too good against gyros or tanks. And the Tome of Relics falls, so no statues anymore. And the fighting army is not that big for Lucifer. I mean, he does have abominations. Wow, nice Nova.
Oh my god.
Oh,
look at the corpses.
Shit, it's so
many.
many.
No, he's canceling it. He's canceling it in production. If he gets this, this must be game. 1 single griffin here is the army. He doesn't even get the statue kill. There is a nice morph in time, level 4 for the Lich. And of course, this is so easy to fight for Lucifer, who's far ahead. Kills the Paladin as well with a finishing coil. And that has to be game now.
I agree. 62 supply versus 36. No expansion for HawK. What are the tanks doing? Oh, they are gone as the meat wagons came back. Missing now, but this is just a slaughter. Genocide and Lucifer equalizing the series as it seems, because this Mountain King is also no threat. Thought maybe a hero focus, but not here, not today, not on Secret Valley.
Yeah, man, those wagons really catching HawK by surprise, it seems. Certainly catching me by surprise. I was like, only 1 slaughterhouse wagon push? Isn't that gonna be a little late? You need like 3 wagons to produce and the time for the disease cloud, but it turns out it wasn't too late. If we had gone for like the safety tier 2 breakers, a few, you know, 4, 5, 6 breakers maybe, then he could have bought a lot more time. Those tanks would have had, those wagons would have had to be moved a lot to not take too much damage. But yeah, HawK's still trying to be in this. And the tanks are not doing work for him.
Well, they're slowed, they are attacked, and they will be gone soon. Repairs coming in. He will not be supply stuck as it seems. Or, no, it doesn't work. Good that the 2 meat wagons attack both at the same time, so they die at the same time. Very, very nice. And Lich is getting closer to 5, man. DK is level 5. Cloak of Flames, not a great item, but at least the Mountain King doesn't get it.
Again, these undead heroes are spiraling out of control. I'm surprised that he doesn't skill Frost Armor, by the way. At least we haven't seen it yet. Usually it's a very, very powerful skill against tier 3 human. 5-4-2
versus 4-1-1. What an incredible advantage for the undead here. And there's another coil. Is there another Nova too? At the moment, there's no coil, but yeah. There is a Nova. He can't reach right now. HawK still, well, where can he go? I mean, this expansion is no safety net for him at all.
And this nuke, holy crap.
Way too strong.
MK just pops. No staff here, and finally he gives up. GG!
That was pretty dominating by Lucifer, and very good psychologically after this big loss on LR to come back into the series and equalizing instantly.
Yep, strong play out of Lucifer. Those wagons, man. Don't see them too much anymore, but there they had the perfect showing. I think it just came down to HawK just taking too much damage at the expo. Yeah. Before he was level 3 AM, he lost so many peasants, man. Everything was super late. Could have perhaps also done a better job of not giving the DK so much experience. Like, ideally, you want to damage those creeps until they're at 150 HP, and then stop attacking them. And then you want to bait the coil. At the same time, you're putting damage on the DK. Of course, it's all easier said than done, because in the meantime, the creeps are going to damage you. It is a fairly tough camp. Yeah, but I think it could have been done a little bit better.
Yeah, so we're down with AZ, EI, and TM. Echo Isle's good human map. Apart from that, Twisted maybe balanced, depends on the starting locations, and AZ the undead map, and HawK takes AZ.
Surprising.
Interesting.
Yeah, really weird. I certainly would have expected Echo to come up, but no. We go to the smallest map we have in the map pool. Also, a tough expansion to take. More so than Secret Valley even, I would say. There is, however, Laboratory. There is Merc Camp support later on, but by that point it's not really as relevant, I guess. Nomad Isles is no longer in the map pool, right?
Nope, it's not.
Too bad, man. I missed that map.
Yeah, it was really fun. Hopefully Blizzard changes the red spots somehow, and then that it's a great map.
Yeah, I think some people...
that's the only thing that's bad about Nomad Isles. It's the 3 red spot drops.
I think some people complain that the Merc Camp access is too easy and too good for Night Elf and Human. I think especially Orcs do that, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it's a cool map. It's not too small, certainly not too small, not too big, and 3-player map, interesting in that regard.
Yeah. We have a few more subs. Thank you very much, Polo 2020, Orc, and Indie Picard. Indie Picard here, almost a year, 11 months for you, man. Thank you very much. So much support today. Oh, we're blessed with you today, guys. Thank you all.
They missed the Gera Cup, man. We, of course, didn't cast the last Gera Cup. We were kind of busy with GCS over in Shanghai. Dude, how relieved were you when you were in Hamburg weather again?
Pretty much. First, I was relieved that the entire travel back, there was no delay, there was no hiccups, everything went well. That was the first real big belief after my horror trip to China. And yeah, being able to walk outside without sweating is a nice thing.
Oh, it's so good, right? But I miss the AC because at night in my room it's still hot. It's still pretty warm. Was it raining, by the way, when you came back?
Of course.
Of course it was.
Always rain in Hamburg, man. Just a question if it's warm or not.
Okie dokie. We have map number 3. I hate when casters say this, but I'm gonna say it now. And now this turns into a best of 3. As if that's so mind-blowing, you know. We have a maximum of 3 maps left.
I say this every single time, you idiot.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Every single best of 5, I say this.
Well, basically every single caster says it, and I think that's why it's annoying to me. But this was not a shot intended at you.
Yeah, it's alright, it's alright.
I actually didn't know that you said it all the time.
How about you go back to bed and do what you do best? Fucker.
You know what? On map number 5, you can say, and now it turns into a best of 1.
So, AZ, why do you think HawK goes for AZ here?
It might just be a comfort pick. It's also much easier to get a reliable level 3 early. So, maybe it's just that, because at the expansion, only the trappers can be stolen. The last hit of the golem must go towards the human.
Yeah, that's true. And again, a fiend build order by Lucifer. No crazy ghoul aggression or anything. Archmage first here, no MK, which of course on this map is would be suicidal to go for an MK.
I've actually seen it on ladder at least, but yeah, it's against a good player, not against me. That's a pretty bad idea. And it's gonna be the wizard again. Seems like Lucifer wants to go for some creeping first here, having slain the innocent sheep next to the merchant.
Yeah, that's very interesting, man. This spot is usually not used by undead that early.
I think WZ started doing it, and then we've seen it more and more. Because if you
it's
run
not
over
a special
straight away,
Remo creep route? What?
I do it as well, I play it as well, but I took it from WZ. I cannot take credit for this. And the footy scouts the main, forcing the narrow tower. It's already there, so he's probably going to scout the DK afterward. But I think he can't approach because he would get ensnared, if I'm not mistaken here. Yeah, and the reason you do this as Undead is because if you walk over right away and the human does it right, you're just too late to steal any of the creeps. AM is going to be level 2, and you're going to be standing there with your... I almost wanted to say something inappropriate. But yeah, you can't do much. And yeah, Footy gets ensnared over here. AM coming over for the harass. And this is something that was missing on map number 1. The DK wasn't getting pressured at all. But now already he's down to below 500 HP, which is a good start.
And he gets the Water Elemental level 2 for him. Goblins of Ogre Strength as well for his primary attribute. That's always nice to have. But losing 50% of the HP already. A little dicey here. At the moment, no militia being called. He's not going for the expansion right now. On the other side, Lucifer started his tech again. And where are the fiends? We don't see them yet. Here's the first one. But it's gonna be hard for Lucifer to punish this creeping.
Alright, 4 skeletons at the ready. He wants to perhaps pressure this AM. Gonna be a lot of militia from the main. We have 8 coming over. So he's expecting to lose some here, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Only militia and the water elementals at the moment going for the creeps. Now the footies join in as well. And it's really cool how he keeps the pressure on the AM with the skeletons, so he can't too easily focus the DK. First peasant dies. If he loses more than 4 here, that's gonna be really costly.
Okay, there's no skeleton to knock down the rock golem, and so HawK gets it super close to level 3. But Archmage is hurt. Skeletons once again with right clicks. And oh my god, he can't get level 3 here. Is there a coil for him? Yes, there is. But he got a big heal potion and uses it right away.
Yeah, big heal potion. Very, very fortunate drop there. So now he can finish this creep without much of a problem. He did get level 3. DK only got a little bit of experience here. Around like 70 experience from this camp with the harassment. And I think he lost 3 peasants. That is noticeable, but it's also bearable.
Yeah, as long as you have 5 now to build this expansion, I think everything is fine. And you do have a lot of footmen to pressure the undead and buy some time. It's of course hard against the unholy aura to run away with them, but maybe, oh, that block didn't work out. But I think it's good.
TP forced here.
Yeah. What can Lucifer do right now? Okay, 1 call, 1 drive by. But apart from that,
might get 1 more peasant here. Micro gold mine. Oh! Saves himself barely, but the skeleton, hero skeleton again. Oh, doesn't get the kill this time.
This boy, you were brave, my man. You were brave.
But now the DK is super low HP, and with that, HawK might want to dive the main for some heal potions. Keep him away from level 3 for a bit. And he does have a decent number of footies here. I don't think, however, that defend is ready yet.
No, me neither. He continues to pressure him. Right clicks from the Archmage can help here. And he's going for the Fiends, though, as he sees there's only 1 coil. Doesn't split the damage too much. As you see, there is no defend yet. Water Elementals, yeah, there is the potion you mentioned before.
And needs to use it as well. HawK has to decide now how deep does he want to dive, because if you lose like 5-6 footies, that is a lot of experience you're giving away. Archmage in trouble, Lich is going to be out soon, has to be worried about the Nova. Will get away to safety. Nice around on the backside there, again getting a Fiend in the early game. Not 5 like Infi used to, and in the main there's also Water Elemental's killing one of the Acolytes.
Wow,
HawK is playing this really well.
Lucifer a little overwhelmed. Another Acolyte, and that delays tier 3 so much. 2 Acolytes dead. He has to replace them. That takes time, and that delays tier 3, and that opens up HawK's game for his own tech, which has not started. He has massive lumber problems on his side.
And with the Acolyte kills and the forced healing potion, he's now gonna be late on the statues. He still hasn't started producing one. And usually that is the first power spike that the undead hits with the first statues out, where those footies do find themselves in a lot of trouble suddenly. But again, HawK exposes his expansion and will lose a few towers here, possibly.
Yep. There is not a single guard tower up. This arcane tower, not really of interest. First one down, the Shredder there. I can't really pick him up. There's not too many units for him, but he can help in the defense now. And HawK fans have to hope that he remains alive. First footman down, second footman follows.
I wonder why he's not mass producing footies. He easily has the gold for
Yeah,
it.
1,000 gold, man. He's too greedy. But here comes more militia, and yeah, look at the damage. The army almost hurt. Like, every single thing is hurt here.
Finally, the Shredder gets to work. Nope, never mind. He's on strike again. And the AM taking a lot of damage. No Zeppelin for him to save him using the TP there. That seemed unnecessary. But he's hemorrhaging units here. Militia, footies, losing a few towers as well. And that Shredder man, that needs to work, not to fight, because he's still stuck on level on tier 1 without the lumber to upgrade.
Archmage healing was cancelled by that coil. That was the last coil for quite a bit, as no statues are there. As you said, no dispel as well, so the water elementals fight him back. When the Archmage regeneration starts again. Tech has started right now as the Shredder starts to work, but that is so late. 8 minutes in and we start the tech.
Yeah, this is extremely late.
I think it's okay since the tier 3 of the Undead just started as well.
Yeah, that's the saving grace here, that he got the delay for his opponent as well. By the way, we finally do have defend. I think it just finished. But I think he just needs to spam those footies. He was lacking in production there a little. Maybe intentional, maybe a bit of a macro mistake, I'm not sure. And the AM constantly finds himself in danger as well. Below 50% HP all the time.
He's not healing up anymore, this is just the clarity. So Nova is always a threat to him. Gets one footman out of this. Yeah, more, and this is level 3 for the decay. Really, really, really dangerous for HawK at the moment.
The Expo though seems to be safe here, with about to be 5 guard towers in the main base. Now, he learned from his mistake. No longer will he keep his main base so vulnerable. Well, I guess it didn't really matter on map number 2. Oh, the AM in trouble. He doesn't have a TP because he's tier 1 only.
But no Nova, no coil.
Man.
Needs the mana from the statue now and then come back. He forces so much gold out of HawK for the regen here.
But the SimCity here is pretty cool. There's only one entrance to the back.
He dives
DK
in.
diving deep. This should be a TP. Surround him.
Oh, is he helping with the peasants? Is he blocked?
Oh,
Yes,
he's blocked! Wow, that hero peasant! Holy shit! Just saved the wizard in time for the Zeppelin tour.
Yeah, and he can walk out. Yeah, he could have blocked there as well. This is so close! A few more shots, man. A few more shots only. And he
That peasant needs a raise. That peasant needs a raise, a medal, and a vacation. No more work for you, buddy. You can go to the north, get a look at the mercenary camp there.
I think it was the one peasant that survived, like the boy who lived. After
Say that was, yeah. That makes the story good.
After the initial harass, the one who survived against the skeleton, and now he's the savior. Oh, what a cool story here on Amazonia.
What's the peasant's name? What do you think? What is he called?
Klaus.
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 Dude, Klaus is the man.
Yeah, man.
You need to keep an eye on Klaus. Do you know which one's Klaus?
Yeah, man,
I
you
think
can't.
it's the one to the right who's a little bit hurt.
You can easily recognize Klaus.
That's Klaus with 155 HP.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna keep my camera on him.
Alright, more footies dying here.
And is he returning to Blizzard here? Thinking about it. There we go. Tome of the Training.
Oh yeah.
He's very low HP though. This AM man. He has had some near-death experiences, more than one this game. And the expansion now looking somewhat vulnerable. No lumber mills in the front. Mass repair has to come in. No destroyers here though, so it will take the Fiends some time. And the Undead is expecting this counter harass with already Spirit Tower coming up. but he may have to react with more than just towers.
Here we go, dropping the footman, dropping the archmage, waiting for the blizzard. It rains from above, kills the first one, and oh, town portal goes for the archmage, and the zeppelin is not there in time, and he loses his first hero, and now it's time to clean up from all those footmen as well.
And again, we have a single meat wagon wailing away the expansion. More meat wagons to be coming, and what a mistake by HawK! The most important thing there is to keep looking at the Black Citadel, and when a TP comes, you have to GTFO.
He buys him back from the tavern, big investment, but he had the money, 500 gold still remaining, and he gets rid of this meat wagon as well. Here we go, nice block, boom, pressure gone.
I think we may have lost Klaus, by the way. Tragic. Well, there's one corpse only, we are not sure. Do you still recognize Klaus?
Yeah, I think he lost his life, unfortunately.
Damn, but he died a hero.
Hey, man.
Defending his home against the Undead Masters.
He was the bravest of all of them.
You need to, like, set up a monument for him. Alright, tier 3 is almost done for the human. Then it's gonna be Knights and Paladin time. He needs to hold on. Until then, can he hold on? There's only one wagon here. The one kill he actually got on the wagon was really big. AM staffing over from the shop. He's almost level 4. That would be a big upgrade. And now we see the Blizzard defense. Something that the Chinese started showing us. But he's not level 4 yet, so he doesn't have infinite mana.
Yeah, he does have replenishment potions, so HawK. Oh, Coil there. Except if they're out of stock, he can work with them. Gets a Fiend here.
Dies to the towers, though. That last hit would have been big for the aura. But not quite. AM again in trouble. Healing potion, however. This time he will be quick enough to save his first hero.
That Archmage is quite a bitch. Super expansive to keep him alive. Like a demanding girlfriend.
You're talking from experience here.
Of course. All the donation money goes into my girlfriends.
Well, then you owe the viewers a picture, Neil. Is that the girl that you're getting married to?
Yes, yes, of course.
Only 3 fiends left here. They're pretty bruised. The DK has 1 coil to spare, soon to be 2. The Disease Cloud is doing work, but you know, this Expo is still mining. This is not cracked yet, and Knights are on their way.
Another Blizzard kill. Nope, nice coil. And yeah, as you say. Oh, Mountain King staff out. Big save. Oh, actually he died. What the hell?
And sometimes you teleport the corpse back.
Ah, alright.
That's what happened right there. Tanks are on the move again. And then we have a Dark Ranger now as well. Silence will be very handy against this pesky Archmage.
Ooh, shop is
gone now. No more clarities.
And so still not level 4. 5 XP missing until level 4. Without that, he can't spam it.
But the tanks in the base, it's again only 2. So ghouls can take them out over time. And now this expansion is in a lot of trouble, man.
But can he buy the time here? 1-0 upgrades on the tanks. He's going for... what's he going for? For the Nerubian Tower. That's brave and wise. He needs 1 more kill, HawK does. Dark Ranger is hurt. The Fiends are hurt. Gets the statues. Has level 4. About the Pally in problems here. No shop, as I said. CMK back,
coming in, looking for the kills. The Dark Ranger, she's got a bullseye on her back. Where's the hammer time? There it flies. Only level 1 though, no damage at all. I thought for sure that was gonna be a kill.
Oh boy. And now he dies again. What a failure this Mountain King is. And he gets almost a double kill there. Holy fuck, what a game. Great series between the 2.
And now the meat wagons are back in the main again. They can easily defend against the tanks, but now there's not too much pressure on the Expo anymore. AM in trouble again, way far forward. No mana for Nova though. But no shop for him. Paladin needs to be the savior, but he's running through dangerous territory.
Getting the Dark Ranger. It's still not enough, but here comes the fireball. But is it on the cost of the Paladin? Looks like it. Nova right clicks, he saves him with 10 HP, but the Archmage home alone again.
Yeah, he can't go forward for Blizzard anymore. It's too dangerous. MK's back again. Is he gonna have a stronger showing the 3rd time around?
At this point, I think you shouldn't resurrect the Mountain King or the Paladin, but just Klaus.
You think Klaus is available in the altar?
Yeah, he must be.
It is the altar of heroes, so he must be in there, honestly.
It's King Klaus. It's the altar of kings, so...
Yeah, I'd vote for Klaus.
Yeah, sure.
Klaus is my president.
Rome of the Magi for the DK. Archmage finally finds a way out of his expansion, but there's still no shop despite 500 gold. He's not rebuilding it. Workshop produces more tanks. In the main base there is peace at the moment, but 2 more tanks coming in.
The wagons though should be easily able to deal with them. Is he gonna go for zappers here? He's driving towards the laboratory. Dude, little drive-by. Thinks better of it. And the undead, why is he not pressuring this expo? It's only like 4 towers, which are pretty easy to attack.
Get it as well.
But he's so patient. If you give the human enough time for 80 supply, it doesn't matter if you have strong heroes. 80 supply knights bigger than your heroes.
HawK is still so greedy. 1,000 gold and still 50 food. I don't know if that's worth it, but he's attacking again. Silence on the Archmage. Will he finally get him now? There's a Town Hall, there's a staff, but only on himself, not a second one.
There's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Gets the first one though.
He needs to repair. He needs to repair. Paladin again hits the deck immediately towards the backline. Oh, the blizzard coming in. Only now the repair comes. Lucifer! Are you getting old or what? This was super slow reaction. The main is gone. Archmage in trouble. Will TP out and save himself. And very important that he kept all of his acolytes alive there. One was close to dying. That would have been very expensive. So interesting move there to attack the main. Well, he had 4 tanks, so it's not like he can go creeping. And we see more and more tanks.
He really wants those 100 bucks, huh? A lot of cake on the line for HawK.
DK now though, level 5. And if it wasn't easy enough to kill heroes before, becomes much more so easy for the undead and dangerous. Has the AM died this game? Yes, he has in the main when he was harassing with Blizzard.
2 tanks with a Zeppelin now.
Oh, so lame, holy shit.
Didn't expect that from HawK, but you know, sometimes when money is on the line, you go for all that stuff. Here.
So this is possibly a lot of Blizzard. The first one gets cancelled though with... Oh, he goes far forward. You don't have a TP, my friend. Coil Nova, and you're dead. Bye-bye. See you next game.
Paladin comes in. Will he share the fate or not? Loses a fiend there.
And this should be now. Tanked mate. Not yet there, so... This Expo, man, taking serious damage. Only 3 peasants left. They're following Klaus into the grave.
The undead has disease, Klaus. What a nice joke.
Only 2 peasants left now. Alright, here we go. Unloading are the siege engines. Mass repair, is that enough? I'm not sure. It might not be enough. But with the ghouls coming in, I guess he will be able to take them out.
But there are 2 more coming. Second Necropolis, by the way. But is that worth it?
He's like juggling these tanks with a Zeppelin.
In the meantime, he gets rid of the expansion here. No, he has to walk back now. Peasant line irradiated, but he needs to save his haunted gold mine. So far it's kind of working, but not anymore.
This one's gone. Bye-bye. He's going for the meat wagons now. Can he kill the 2 Necropolis? Then he might be able to win this on 1 base.
Oh my god.
I didn't see HawK winning this, but suddenly, with the tank drop place, the missing TP from Lucifer is costing him this game.
Yeah. So sick. Lucifer is supply stuck now. Can't build any more meat wagons. And it doesn't matter if those tanks fall or not. Level 5 DK. Pff, who cares? 2 more coming. And the Zeppelin has the rest of the army.
Selling everything now.
And actually the expansion's still alive. 400 gold remaining. Yeah, he has to sell, and then he has to get the haunted gold mine back up. There's still 2,000 gold remaining for HawK. It's only 400, 350.
And Zeppelin with a double tank drop again.
Yeah.
This is very infuriating if you're Lucifer here. It's not pretty, but if it gets you the W, doesn't matter.
How about some zappers on top?
This would be the game for it, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, of course. So, again, Lucifer trying to knock down this expo. This is a great timing actually, because the main gold mine is collapsing in a bit. So if he gets rid of the peasants here, then there's nothing anymore but 2 tanks again. Is there more coming? Yeah, 4 tanks in the base. 1 meat wagon. It's not enough because knights...
He doesn't have a TP. He still doesn't have a TP.
Yep.
He has Blizzard, he has tanks. This is so much damage. Level 2 for the Paladin. Might matter. GG.
And HawK takes the lead in the series with 2-1 now.
Wow.
Even on AZ, and we have Echo Owls left and Twisted Meadows.
What a cool game, man. Certainly mistakes to be discovered in that gameplay from these players, but super entertaining. And I say that for a tank game. Usually those are snooze fest, but that one was really cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was over, man. I thought it was so over, but HawK finds the 1-win condition. Really well done.
They're both in tip-top shape today, and they show it. Even though it's not the most stylish way to winning games, but it's $100. It's $100, and a lot of people miss Human in the top Warcraft 3 scene, but now they're back. They seem to be back with Infi at the GCS final and HawK here now. But I think they won't be missed for much longer.
Absolutely. By the way, you know who won that game for HawK?
Klaus?
Of course he did, man. Saved the AM. Saved the AM, and then still a lot of tough work ahead of HawK, but I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed with him today.
HawK is... no, Lucifer is choosing Twisted. Of course, you don't want to play on Echo Owls. But if you get a few expansions here, I can see a lot of tanks coming your way.
Oh, yes. Oh, babe. If there ever was a tank map. Actually, there's a better one. There's Nullwood.
Yeah.
Remember that game where he played tanks against
Focus.
Orc?
Focus, yeah. That game that
Dude.
went 70 minutes and had, I think, 700 towers. Unbelievable. We have
10 towers per minute, not bad, not bad.
we have new subscribers. Thank you, Ferroflies and Fruwald for 16 months already. Of course, if you subscribe to this channel, you support us. That means we can cast more and have to work less in our offices and the cinemas, whatever. And you get a replay pack from whatever we cast, and you have no commercials anymore. So, very good way to support not only us, but also Twitch to get a 50% share of each sub.
Have you gotten in trouble yet for the replays?
Nope.
Okay, hopefully they won't notice.
I think someone uploaded them to some Russian site, so I think we're out of trouble.
Okay, good, good.
Yep.
Yup.
Did you see the Mayweather fight, by the way?
I did not. Arded was the one with the account and he left.
Why didn't you just, like, it's $10 for a dozen account. Why didn't you, like, throw money together and bought another one?
Well, the thing is also the guy who, at the party, who was able to, well, who had the password for the computer, for the beamer, was also gone, so he couldn't even access the computer, so.
Alright.
Two things there. It started at 6:30, right?
I don't know, I didn't watch it live, I watched the VODs.
Ah, where'd you see it? I tried to find videos this morning, but I didn't see it.
Watchwrestling. I don't know, watchwrestling.in.
.in? What's that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Alright, gotta check that out later. Yeah, everyone was expecting Mayweather to win, of course. Spoilers, I guess. But how many rounds did it go? 6 rounds? 8 rounds? Something like that? Something like that!
Well, you'll see.
Oh yeah, man, so much hype was there. Did you see the leaked info on the salary?
No.
100 million for certain for Mayweather and 30 million for McGregor apparently. Not bad for a night's work. I wonder if his image is somewhat bruised now.
No.
McGregor's.
No.
It was still like another discipline. It was not really his game, I guess.
Would you step in the ring with Floyd Mayweather for $30 million?
Of course I would, man. What do you think? 30,
I mean,
how is that even a question, dude?
Your face would be unrecognizable afterwards.
Why? I take one hit, I land on the floor, it's over, 30 mil, thank you.
What if they pick you up over and over again? Like the referee is corrupt and they just pick you up? That would be funny if the referee is actual corrupt, like the Warcraft player. and he hates you, so he picks you up
Dude,
all
he
the
would
time.
totally kill me if it actually was correct. He would start beating on me, man. It would be a 2 versus 1.
Yeah, exactly. The referee starts kicking you.
When I'm on the ground, when he's supposed to count me out, he just kicks me instead of counting, man.
I think we have to make that happen.
Mayweather versus me, yeah. Right.
Well, maybe not Mayweather, but you know some Russian boxer from what's it called? Kirmes?
Yeah, from like the fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Next donation goal, guys.
30 million, easy. I think the Russian guy from the fair would like. Maybe if he sees you and talks to you for 5 minutes, he is doing it for free.
Why do you say that, man? That's just not nice. That's just not nice.
Oh, Todd would be cool. Would you fight Todd? I think
wouldn't want to.
Todd would be happy too.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He would, of course, fucking kick my ass.
Yep. Would you try to do some like girl tactics, like pull hair or scratch or something?
Fuck no, man. I'm a man of honor.
Okay.
I mean, I did some kickboxing, but only for like 4 months, so I think he's a lot better than me, so...
Did you
It
do
would
like
be a very
Muay
constructive
Thai?
fight. Huh?
Did you do like Muay Thai?
Yeah, Muay Thai, exactly.
Sounds so scary, man. That's why I'm never in a fight with you.
Kind of surprising how many times we got drunk and we never got into a fight. No,
Yeah,
that's not
right?
true. No, that's not true. Actually, I never get into fights. I never start fights.
Okay, we're getting lower.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes there's no way around it.
I was never in a fight, but that shouldn't surprise too many people, I guess. Oh, sometimes I'm a big mouth, but I'm very good at talking me out of things.
Yeah, you told me. Usually you suggest drinking together instead.
That solves everything, right? I should be the foreign minister of everything, of every country, maybe, and then there's no wars anymore.
What do you do when they don't drink, the leaders?
Well, then we have to take them over and, like, get rid of that country.
We're here to take over, man.
For some reason, Lucifer is not in this game yet, so we have to do some trash talk. Sorry about that. How tall is Remo? Remo, how tall are you?
178.
Really? I'm bigger than you? Yeah, Todd is pretty tall. Ah, there he is. Lucifer in the game. Ah, smoke break maybe.
Didn't he quit?
I saw it again.
Bummer.
Dude! Those were the right cigarettes, by the way, that I bought at the airport. The menthol blueberry thingies. I'm so happy to have them.
What do you do when you run out, man? You have to order some.
That's gonna be like the saddest moment of the year.
Isn't it easy to order them?
No, I tried before. Impossible.
Well, I guess you have to go on a little China visit then.
Well, I heard we might go again.
You think those are gonna last till November?
No way in hell.
How many is in a Stange? 20?
10.
10? Okay, so you got 20 packs, so 20 days.
No, I really saved them. I had 1 pack so far in the entire, like, half a week.
Wow, Nia, I'm so proud of you. So proud. Only killing yourself very slowly.
What is HawK doing? He plays without barracks. There it is, alright.
That's the fast.
Yeah, I was a little confused, but there we go.
It's a kind of weird looking main though. Usually the barracks would be further to the south, so there's gonna be very little space in the back, which probably won't be relevant, but might get relevant. DK is not gonna be in position to pressure too easily. With close positions, if the human is unfortunate enough, spawning close to the undead, and by that of course we are talking about the laboratory, he can take a lot of economy damage early on, losing 3, 4, maybe even 5 peasants. That slows down everything. But with this starting positions, this shouldn't be too hard to keep the peasants alive. And he actually goes for a tower early, usually with this build. That tower is super delayed.
Yeah.
So he must be cutting on something, either peasants or footies or something.
I think he'll cut on a footman. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal. Oh, 6. Here it is. And is the DK running over immediately? Of course, he's a little later with that build.
Or is he gonna do Remo special creep routes? I doubt it though. Alright. 2 water elementals summoned, neither ensnared. Very good. HawK knows how to creep. Because of this, he should not lose these peasants. Sometimes you want to lose them actually to the creep, so the DK doesn't get the experience. But he's gonna keep them all alive, and with an arcane tower almost up already, those peasants have a decent chance at surviving.
Exactly. We have a Allyria's Sphere of Accuracy, 3 more damage for the Archmage, and the Water Elementals benefit so much from this. Arcane Tower not finished yet. Coil and kill. But now there is a corpse, but that doesn't help him so much.
He can't reach.
He can't reach, and there's an Arcane Tower now. Only 1 peasant dead. That's really good for HawK.
Fantastic, man. Usually you count on losing at least 1 peasant just to creeps, but HawK did it pretty much perfectly here. I was waiting for the coil disjoint into the mine, but that didn't quite happen. But yeah, very good early start for HawK. 25 experience for the DK. How in the world does he get to level 2 now?
Well, Remo, that is a good question. He goes to tier 2 at least, and that might help. So he will still be around. He didn't take that much damage yet, so he's still around for the expansion creep. That's a good thing.
And this is so many peasants, man. He can call like 8 peasants again, which makes creeping that over there very easy. DK will need to get a lot of creep steals, otherwise he's in a bad position for this mid game.
And usually Lucifer is so great versus undead. HawK really found a key to beat him today. So far, at least.
Militia still not being called. It's getting a little late now. He was power building one of those farms. And how many does he call? Only 5? Really?
Whoa. And he goes for the close spawn to Lucifer's base. Sends him back.
I think he should certainly call more. AM though down to about half HP. This is worrying, troublesome for the Archmage, who however is 2.5, so even if he does give up some last hits of the creeps, should still get his level 3. And DK also half HP, and once again coming in with a skull.
Alright, mass pressure again. Last time it didn't work that well at first, but we'll see about that. How many steals? We have 3 coils available. Will he get that one? Oh, he goes for the Archmage. Not for
I like
the kill.
that choice. Already he's low HP, so now the AM has to be super careful.
Didn't get the last hit on the Warriors.
And the DK. And a second round of Militia coming in. HawK doing it very interesting, not sending them all at once, but rather in waves. And the AM 100 HP. It's getting dangerous. Move, old man. That horse needs to get to running. And the expansion is actually cancelled.
Yeah.
Holy crap. For now, of course.
And he loses a peasant here. A viewer said with the first run of Militia he wanted to creep the green spot to get up to level 3. That's a very good point, thank you very much. And then abandoned the idea. But yeah, this is a very late expansion for HawK.
4 footies around. That was super well done.
And I didn't catch it, so sorry about that. But yeah, still not level 3.
Gets the big last hit here, and the ring as well is so good. If he can get one more kill, that's his level 2, and he needed that creep kill so bad, and he got it as well. Both first heroes here in trouble.
Super low, level 3 now.
Level 3. Yeah.
That was important, but it's gonna take time for the expansion, as you said. How far is the attack of Lucifer? It's ready. Slaughterhouse coming, Lich coming. The pressure is not getting lower, but it's a far distance between the base and the expansion, so HawK does have some time.
A player's forces are under attack.
HawK also feels a little afraid here, going for the vault first, further delaying his expansion. And he just wants this one kill. Lucifer wants this one kill. That's his level up, but he just can't find it. But with the Lich coming, that should be easily achievable.
Yeah, and more fiends, of course. Tier 3 has started as well. HawK, of course, not a single idea about teching yet. Defend is coming, though. And that will help quite a bit.
Alright, Region Scroll. Doing its work. Very important here. Is Lucifer actually gonna creep a little bit here for level 2, or is he gonna go on the offensive right away? Seems like he's gonna go over. Good scouting here from the Water Elemental. Really like this. This Ring of Regen, man. Such a good find for the DK. Nova. Who's he gonna use it on? Again going for the Archmage.
Oh, the DK is so low. He's so low. Defense is not ready yet. Expansion is not ready yet. Can he get some more damage onto the first hero of Lucifer? Coils of Fiend saves it with that. But defense is ready. Nova now into the Peasant gets 1 level 2 for the DK. And now the HP regen is off the charts and more movement speed. 1 more Nova. But the DK
though,
super low. Nova,
both in trouble.
no coil. Oh, he's faster though with the aura. This is so close. 5 mana points now. 4,
It's 70 damage.
2, one more hit, and now he has a coil. It is not enough. It is not enough, and HawK saves his Archmage. Jesus, what a game!
My God,
Exposed
these
still not
guys
finished.
are making it exciting for us today.
Yeah, man.
Right, AM survives, but tier 3 is almost done, and then the trouble becomes even more with destroyers, with third hero, with Orb of Corruption.
Is he going
The expansion. Oh, it's still not up, man.
No, he's waiting.
This is so incredibly late,
It's
dude.
8
Almost the
minutes.
same time as the tier 3 finishes for the other.
It's so late. He didn't even start his tech yet. HawK's in trouble. HawK's in deep trouble, but he fought back from bad situations before. Not as worse as this is. But it is possible. It is possible.
He needs to pull a rabbit out of his head here, man. This is gonna be so rough. As we speak, tier 3 finishes. Slight mistake here from Lucifer. Only going for the last ziggurat now. Couldn't go for more statues, so now he has only... Oh, he has 3 already. Alright, so never mind. He is skipping on the Fiends a little bit, but he does have a good number of statues. And now he's gonna get the Orb and the Rod from the main. And once they arrive and Destroyer form finishes, this game might finish as well.
Nova on the Archmage as well, keeping him low, keeping him in the defense. Next tower cancelled, Destroyer upgrade 30% done. I have it open here so you see when the timing will hit him. 5 Footmen still alive. No defend usage at the moment. And once again he realized, okay, this expansion a little harder. Maybe I go for the main. Just waiting for the time that the upgrade finishes. Next Water Elemental summoned. But he cannot take out those statues. He just can't.
The AM has to be afraid all the time. He could go for a Zeppelin now to save him that way. Of course, not reliable in case Web comes in. And the footy's here. Able to repel the undead force for now. But the orb is on its way with the Fiend towards the left there. Will shortly join the army. And now we have 3 destroyers. Defense-wise for the human, not a single guard tower yet.
It's so hard. It's so hard. And now look at the area of effect. Nova and Orb of Annihilation. Those footmen. Oh boy. Poor units. All of them will die. Tower time. Oh, 1 tower is finished, but will it be enough? I doubt it. Next one down. Arcane tower down.
He's going like a knife through butter, man. This is just way too easy. Or can these couple of towers in the back actually come up? I don't know about that. Saves the destroyer as well. Level up, level 3 for the DK. AM in trouble again, but there is no Nova.
Second tower will not come up. This is only the one. He's killing 1 destroyer though. A little micro mistake by Lucifer, but he gets rid of the tower, and the other 2 are easy to kill as well. Only the Archmage is the anti-air here, as he's completely out of mana now.
Yeah, this is... AM, you're in trouble.
Nova!
Run,
Boom!
run!
We go full distance, boy, and I cannot wait to see Echo Owls.
A really strong game by Lucifer, man. Prioritizing pressure on the AM by so much. And, well, if the expos at the same time that the under tier 3 finishes, that's just not gonna work. But Echo, as you say, much better map for it.
Yeah, that is a very good human map. Level 3 immediately. Expansion so easy. And maybe Lucifer has an idea how to do it there as well. Nycool has subscribed for 11 months. Thank you very much, my man. I hope you have fun with the replay packs and no commercials. And as the chat is pointing out, this is now a best of 1.
It now turns into a best of 1. Crazy. More than 2,000 viewers, man. Really cool. Hello everyone, nice to have you here on this beautiful Sunday. Last Sunday we had a beautiful tournament going on, GCS, where we were in Shanghai. If you missed those games, shame on you, man, and too bad for you, because those were some amazing games. But you can catch up on them on our youtube.com/backtowarcraft. 120 once again, taking the crown. And there
So
also
good.
it was the human, not plural humans, but human, having a surprisingly good performance. Infi was like basically the emperor of the Warcraft scene for a long time, but then I don't know what happened, but he got worse. He didn't have the same results that he had in the past. But last tournament there he showed up strong again. However, not strong enough to defeat the Undead in the best of 5. Is HawK today gonna be strong enough to defeat the Undead in the best of 5? Down to our last map, Echo Isles, which is pretty much the best human map we have, I think.
I agree. Speaking of viewers, by the way, last Tuesday we broke our all-time record here at Back to Warcraft with 3,401 viewer. More successful than Nostalgia Battlefield, where Grubby played. And
Yeah,
that on a freaking Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
I didn't realize it that day because we were so stuck in production, like my head was stuck in production and stuff, but I looked it up at home and 3,400, man, that looked so good.
And hopefully you're going to tune in next time again. GCS is going to be returning in November. Alright, but now we're busy with Gera Cup. This is possibly the best Mountain King map. Is this the first time that that HawK's going to bust it out? Or is it going to be AM again? And this is also the legendary map where Lucifer went for Lich first.
Oh, you're right about that. Maybe...
However, if you play Lich against MK, you're gonna have a sad time, so it's kind of a gamble.
Yeah, HawK played MK first today as well against Edo, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, by the way, Edo played Mass Worms against Orc.
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
What do you think about it?
He's also the guy who skips the shop for a very long time,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. I think if it catches you by surprise, it can be good, but it's also easily counterable. Did it work?
Worker, yeah, he killed Orc Worker with it.
Oh, not bad. That being said, though, Orc Worker was once defeated by Lucifer with Cryptlord first, so, you know, sometimes he has those games. Yeah, I saw one game of Edo versus Grubby, I think, where he also defeated him. Was also on Echo Isles with Mass Worms. Yeah, if you don't have the response in time, they can be very overwhelming. But if you have, like, a whole bunch of Headhunters and Ensnare, don't think they're too good.
Maybe it's also a solution to use Hex on the worms, which Orc Worker totally did not do.
Yeah, that's one of the things with worms. You also need destroyers, otherwise just 70 mana disables 385 gold unit. But yeah.
Speaking of Grubby, he will most likely stream later today, and maybe he's just waiting for this final to be over. It is 8:20, maybe a little early for him. But if you want to see the former best orc in the world play and explain his actions, then feel free to head over to twitch.tv/followgrubby after the cast, of course. Because we need to figure out who gets home with 100 bucks. Will it be invested in cake or cigarettes? That's the question here.
Neither of them healthy, but both of them delicious, perhaps. I wonder why, I'm not a human player obviously, but why did humans stop going for Merc Camp first?
Risky, you figured out.
Are they afraid that the Shadow Priest gets stolen, your water elementals disappear, and suddenly everything dies? Oh, this is Remo Special Creep Route, check it out!
Yeah, usually the orcs do it, but with 4 skeletons it works as well. And HawK will totally not have the time to contest this at all.
Yeah. The ideal counter to this is have 1 footman scouting for this, which you can afford, but I guess HawK doesn't know about this creep route yet.
Bless you. So
Thank you.
he actually, like last Refuge, he's going for the mercenary camp.
It's gonna be a late expansion then, though.
DK is not aware.
Interesting.
Lucifer is scouting for this at the moment.
And the DK, boom! Level 2 already. Granted, he did need to use all of the Rods of Necromancy. He has a lightning shield here, which shouldn't do too much.
Great inventory for HawK, man. Pendant of Energy and Claws of Attack +6. By the way, take a guess, when did HawK win his last Gera Cup?
I think I looked it up in China. It was in January, right?
I think it was 2016 in July.
Oh, really? Okay.
I just had a quick look, so maybe I'm wrong here.
Oh, look at the lightning shield!
Whoa.
He put it in the Ogre Magi!
Whoa.
So now if he wants to creep it, that's so much damage!
Whoa,
Can he
get
level 2 water elementals, so...
Oh, he misses the coil, but that was good damage. There's the priest to heal this up. Level 3.3 Archmage gets... No, not really the last one on the water elemental. Lucifer with some micro bugs here. Speaking of bugs, the Fiend arrives.
Hey, I'm already 3.5. Holy Jesus.
Yeah, that went really well for HawK. Oh, and he gets the surround almost. Nope, DK level 2, but so much damage. He once again has the sacrificial skull, but the block from the raccoon gets more kills there. He gets not rid of the Shadow Priest. Is it enough? Yes, it is. But, oh my god, everything is low for Lucifer.
Shadow Priest may have died, but this time he kept all of his peasants alive. The previous games he was always suffering in that department. So I really like his choice of going for the Merc camp. Now he keeps on creeping. Gonna get closer to level 4, and once he's there, gonna be so many water elementals and possibly even Blizzard later on if he retrains.
Yeah. I finished looking up, it was July 2017 where HawK won his last tournament in Gera Cup. January was his last final, if I'm not mistaken.
Alright, and again, Lucifer looking for some more damage. He's really struggling to find these kills this time. Still, not a single peasant dead.
And close to 4.
A very good early game here for
Archmage.
Excuse me, go ahead.
Archmage close to 4, and we saw what Infi was capable of doing with the Blizzard at the defense here at Echo Isles. This was where he presented it first. The Archmage... Oh, another lightning shield. Nicely done. The Archmage behind the towers and lumber mill, etc. And then working Blizzard, and with level 4 man, it's gonna be a treat to watch. For the human fans out there.
All those peasants still alive? I can't believe this.
Additional resistance against lightning? I don't know.
You've been playing some Diablo?
I did. No, not recently, but I did a lot. Lich is there. Slaughterhouse coming up. More pressure from Lucifer, and he definitely needs to kill something. Tier 2 tech by HawK as well. Everything is going according to plan for the Russian.
Tier 2 before the under tier 3 starts. Expo done. This is a totally different game from Twisted. And now HawK can look to be aggressive. He's already scouting with a water elemental, finding the undead here. And he might be able in time. He might. No, will not be here in time to get the ogre actually. Goes towards the undead. But still the DK far away from 3. This is very troublesome for Lucifer.
Yeah. Archmage comes in with a Berserker. The damage is there. Gets more and more experience with those skeletons. It's so easy to kill them. Also, everything else is hurt, man. He can't coil everything. That was the last one. And the Footman continued to kill here. Next kill, level 4. Jesus. Oh boy, he's on a rampage, this Russian.
It's AM is super carry mode. DK only 2.5 against a little 4 AM. That's not good.
But also the items. What a lucky drop. This was absolutely perfect on everything. Infi's nickname at GCS was I need claws. As you can see, very effective they are. And then the Pendant of Energy, 1 additional water elemental. So good for him. Alright,
and now he's pressuring in. He might even be able to force a tech cancel. That would be disastrous. That being said though, he only has 3 footy, so maybe not. Is he gonna get another water elemental here? The claws really coming in big. And he gets another one! 3 water elementals here. This is so much damage. Lucifer's against the ropes right now.
1 will expire soon, but he kills the Fiend. He kills the statue if he's microing it.
Oh my god.
Escapes for now. And the long-range fireball kills it. So many kills. 4.3 here. Nova onto the Berserker, so HawK's finally losing something. The ghouls have to help. Did he cancel the tech?
He's gonna get an Acolyte as well during tech.
Oh boy. Jesus and Christ. Tech is only halfway done.
This is looking like a round 2 game for HawK right now.
Easy Katka, as it seems. Level 2 on the Lich, alright. He does have more mana now. He needs to get rid of this shit. But how? The expansion is up. The tech is done. More towers, blacksmith, more footmen even.
Right. finally the pressure seems to subside here. And the DK did get a lot of experience from this. He's almost level 3 now, but it's long overdue, man.
Yeah,
and you can see how the DK can struggle when he doesn't find those creep steals.
Nova onto the footman because he knows how important it is to get the coil level 2. But it is not enough. He invests a coil and a Nova. And he still does not get the kill. Nothing is working for the Korean. HawK calls for a timeout.
Basking in his glorious moment here. Extremely powerful game by HawK, man. Of course, we mentioned it before. This is the best human map we have. But it's not granted that it goes this well. And now we resume. Tier 2 is done for the human. We even have a safety sanctum coming up. Whoa. Surprised by this. I was thinking he's so far ahead he doesn't need to take, you know, those safety precautions. But he, yeah, doesn't want to throw this game away. It, of course, all comes down to this last map here to be played out in this best of 5. And again, the pressure's coming in. Gonna find more kills here as one more ghoul hits the deck. And the other's gonna be forced to stay back and defend once more.
Statue again in trouble. He needs the healing, he needs the regen so bad. And HawK, man, he does so much with so little, almost Infi style, what he's capable of doing now. Footman retreat. Didn't get too much here at this last harass, but Lucifer is scouting this and he sees, oh boy, so many towers already. Sanctum up, Castle Tech ready, Mountain King out.
Destroyer upgrade starts now. When Castle Tech is already well underway. This is such a bad timing, man. And when we look at the expansion, there's 5 guard towers here, so he's not gonna need like at least 3 destroyers. At the moment, he only has 2 statues. Oh no, he has 3. Never mind.
Oh. Lucifer is creeping his own expansion now. This is some lunatic attempt to expand because he pulls an acolyte as well, but a weird movement. So no, he doesn't do it. Double workshop, obviously, for gyros. And the destroyer upgrade 70% finished, but it's late.
HawK was able to win an unwinnable game on AZ. Can Lucifer do the same here? He seems to be in terrible shape. Acolyte is moving down to counter expand. This has to go unnoticed for a long time, though.
Slaughterhouse is finished. Level 3 for the Lich. The shape of Lucifer is getting a little better, but where is the damage? He needs destroys, only 2 fiends, and here comes HawK again with the Mountain King. Only level 1. What can he snipe? The Tome of Relics, I think, is a very good target now.
And he saw an Acolyte moving down. The jig is up.
Uh-oh.
And again, ghouls are gonna be the prime target. AM getting slow. This is probably gonna be a TP forced out of him. Nova is ready, and he TPs before he takes the damage.
HawK not scouting the south yet. Gets home without 1 footman. But the workshop is finished, and so is tier 3 almost. Magic Sentry ability. If his opponent, if Lucifer is going for Burrow, he can scan for that now. But Lucifer is supply stuck as well.
Lucifer needs to keep his expo alive.
The 2
and needs to hold on for a long time.
Is it Tome of Retraining time? Just a Potion of Invul, I think.
I don't know that I like this timing by HawK too much. He could be just losing units for free. Of course, if he gets the 100 gold, might cancel. This is of course big. This might be game right here. The Lucifer's around the corner, but he's busy creeping at the moment. He's also kind of slowed down, and this is enough damage. This absolutely is enough damage. The win condition for Lucifer is being thrown out the window, as this haunted gold mine will most certainly be cancelled.
Here's another town portal. He can get out. Gyrocopters against the destroyers. There's a coil. Can he take them out? I doubt it. He's not focusing him. Kills 2 footmen. Oh no, he gets away with life. Oh my god. Not even this footman can die. Okay, now with a destroyer. Oh, Frostmourne hungers. Tanks. Even now. Even in a game like this.
Yeah. He could just go for 80 supply gyros and knights and just roll over him.
Yeah.
But he wants to go tanks instead, I guess.
Expansion again. HawK scouted it with a sentry. And this time there are 2 towers. He will distract with those tanks. Produces more gyros. Flag cannon upgrade almost done. So he's taking sweet time. Paladin is out. Archmage level 4.5. Mountain King is a weak spot though. There is level 2 Coil Nova. So hero focus must be the solution, but there's an invo potion
A player's forces
and there's holy light.
attack.
Lucifer's army is small, but the heroes are strong. Can they hold on? Can they save the expansion by themselves? Tanks in the main, though, once again causing trouble. At the same time, good timing from HawK, moving in with his main force in the south. And this is probably gonna be another cancel on this Haunted Goldmine.
Oh boy, can he kill the destroyers here? Looks good. There's almost no anti-air on Lucifer's side. The towers, they help, but the expansion still not coming up. Going for the pally here. There was Coil Nova, but definitely not enough. Haunted Goldmine falls again. 66 supply, level 4 on the decay. He's just moving forward. The towers, they don't help too much. He gets rid of the Acolyte. Can't rebuild it without much trouble if he kills the second and third one as well. Going for the Paladin for the second time. This time he dies. And the gyros, they take out the destroyer. There's no coil for them. Level 4 on the Lich, yeah, but whatever.
Oh man, rough, very rough for Lucifer. Getting picked apart here. The tanks in the main actually didn't even kill anything, but forced a lot of repair. Also forced meat wagons out, which are so bad in straight up fights. And again, of course, the most important thing, Haunted Goldmine cancelled once again.
He doesn't have the resources to rebuild them at the moment, only now. And the Archmage is creeping this with ease. Has a staff now as well. And the
Did the MK also die? Oh no, he's stuck in the base because he was staffed. Okay.
Yeah, he was staffed. Blacksmith for attack upgrades for the Knights. Still a good amount of gyrocopters, no panda. He has to fight with what he has now. 47 supply versus 67. It's looking so good for Mother Russia.
Seems like he can deal the deathly blow soon, but with going for more tanks, he might want to grind it out slowly over time.
Hero focus is still an option though. There's only a level 1 Paladin, there's only one staff, and it's level 2 Coil Nova.
That's true. The heroes still in favor of the undead, as they are most of the time in this matchup. And this is not Twisted Meadows, so the human can't like super creep up on many spots of the map. Almost all the neutrals are gonna be gone in a minute here. And where are the tanks going? Thinking about the expansion, but not committing. And finally, this Haunted Goldmine finishes, but it might be too late now.
We'll see about that. Getting close to level 5 decay here. Invo potion on the Lich, 2 gloves of haste plus the claws of attack plus 9. This Lich is fairly well equipped. Now the Paladin is level 2 though, makes it way harder to kill it with Divine Shield. Mountain King level 2, Gargantuan Seed level 4, Period of Vitality, nice. But there is 2 meat wagons now. He is kind of prepared. Sacrificial Pit in the south. And the 3rd meat wagon.
Of course, they're going to be very good against tank split push shenanigans, but against knights, against gyros, they don't really do too much.
Archmage is not level 5. Archmage does not have Blizzard, as we still have Water Elemental. 3rd hero time or what? Dark Ranger most likely, waiting for the gold. A little time wasted here, and there's the Dark Ranger.
Alright. HawK's gonna try to keep the army busy, and the tanks in the meantime try to take out the expansion. But there are meat wagons here, so I don't think this is gonna work. Honestly, this looks like a suicide mission. HawK hitting an anti-timing at the moment, or can he still make it work? MK, where is he? Too far away for the Stormbolt. So far, nothing is dying. The Dark Ranger, though, in the front line, taking a lot of damage. Coil will come in to save her.
The Paladin
like a good defense.
Paladin almost dead, staffed out, no more Holy Light, and the meat wagons, man, they take out the siege, and it's so quick. 3 seems to be the critical mass here, but the knights run onto them, but not against the towers. It doesn't work. Wow. The gyrocopters are dead supply right now, and he gets another knight thanks to Coil Nova. Lucifer is back in this game.
How is this possible?
I have 0 idea.
I think HawK made one single mistake this game, but it was a big one, and that was just going for tanks in the first place.
Yeah, right.
I think he should have just massed knights and gyros and just run over that expansion. But with all that tank play, he gave Lucifer so much time, who now has a level 5 DK.
Yep.
Lich almost level 5.
Yep.
And there's no way for HawK to creep up his own heroes.
Nope.
He's going to Blizzard now, apparently.
Yep, there we go. 2 more free training. As he is on the defensive side of things now. Has to hide behind the towers. There are 5 of them. Well equipped. 2 masonry upgrades. That's where it hurts. Denies the footman. Doesn't want to feed the Lich any further. It's not much damage in Lucifer's army except from the heroes though. And they don't do shit against towers.
Yeah. But he doesn't need to break this anymore. He has his own base up, and that base is gonna be mining for a lot longer than the humans. So now the pressure's on the Archmage, who gets coiled over and almost dies. But there's Holy Light, there's healing potions, there's invols. And now Lucifer might be playing this a little too aggressive, but he can pick off so many units here with his strong spells. AM in the back line.
Town portals out, keeps the Dark Ranger alive. Yeah. Oh, leaves without a fiend, but that was okay.
I really like the Sorceress edition for slow, obviously. If you have enough flying machines to deal with the destroyers, that slow can be very effective.
And now we see mortar teams, knights and mortars with fragmentation shards. So strong against fiends.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, and also, of course, going to be very good at sieging this base of the undead from afar.
Level 2 Dark Ranger. Finally skeletons to eat for the Lich. Nice synergy with them. Web is coming. 73 supply for the Devil from Korea. And here is 73 supply for HawK. It's not too much.
Still in this, man.
Yeah.
How is he still in this game? I was getting a little disappointed. I was like, oh, too bad, man. We're going to have such a one-sided final. But Lucifer stays in this. Stays in this, hangs on, goes for the meat wagon gamble, hoping that the human will go for more tanks.
Builds a tome now at the bottom. Right at his expansion, burrow upgrade as well, but of course thanks to towers it can be scanned in the absence of a laboratory.
Alright, mortar team gonna start doing their long range job. They die immediately to Coil Nova though. Alright, so we're gonna have a slow siege here with Blizzard and Mortars.
That's gonna take some time, but the spot is really good for the Blizzard here. At the moment he can heal against it. That's some nice web. It's additional XP for the Lich. But he has to
supply against 80. But the heroes, man, they are the X factor.
Yeah. And the Gyros just die, and he might be able to win that air fight against the Gyros. Needs another coil soon, though. There is a lot of them. Lets the Fiend die. The last Gyrocopter is almost dead. And we have 3 destroyers in the air.
This Blizzard doing tremendous work. Also, the fragmentation touches the Dark Ranger in trouble. No invul to save her, and she will die. That's a level 3 for the Paladin. But the Knights in the front line, they're being so depowered. So, however, are the Fiends. Only one single Fiend left. The Destroyers, however, are reigning supreme in the air, and the human will have to TP out of this.
Wow. Wow, how HawK.
Jesus Christ.
If you do not win this game, man, that would be such a major disappointment. We do have a level 5 Lich.
I think it's so hard now for him to win this game. How does he actually win this game?
700 gold remaining in his main, 3,000 at his expo. He needs to rebuild Gyros. He has no anti-air, especially without water elementals. Or maybe this is a thing to do. Did he get no invul on him? But a mana potion, no surround as well. Oh, there are a good amount of Gyros again. Didn't expect that.
He killed most of the Fiends. They can't be webbed too easily now.
And he doesn't have mana, so there's no area of effect against him as well.
And these Gyros will win the air battle. However, not next to the Spirit Towers, of which there's gonna be 3 very soon. And this is very fortified now, this base.
Yeah, but Blizzard and mortar teams, man. It's gonna take some time. Here we go. Next destroyer. Almost dead. It works now. Yep, destroyer falls. Next destroyer falls as well. No magic anymore in the air. Bash on the Lich, but he gets out there with an Invo Potion. The question is for how much longer? Mountain King, Invo Potion as well. Who needs to get out there, trying to go for a surround. Yep. He wants to get back there. A little health. Mountain King. Oh, staff out with 20. So sick. Next shoot would have killed him. And now the Paladin in trouble. Coil, there's silence on him. No Divine Shield. Paladin falls.
And again, Lucifer holds on. The next wave of attack has been defended. Thermopylae still belongs to the undead.
Unbelievable.
And the expansion is also still alive. These meat wagons, man, remaining alive this entire game.
Unbelievable. He needs an Invo potion. It's in stock. So the Lich is... Yeah, he gets the only one, exactly. That's the most important thing. Mountain King and Archmage again in trouble. There's 2 staffs.
And how many more of those attacks does HawK have in him?
Not too much.
2,000 gold left only in his expansion. Yeah. The mains have expired by now.
At least the human one. Flying machine bombs. He wants to go full flying machines. And lame maybe. 1-1 on the gyros. 3-1 on the breakers. Very interesting to see the attack upgrade. Okay, for the knights, yeah, it makes more sense. And not go for the defense. 1-0 on the fiends and basically everything else.
HawK had an amazing comeback on AZ. What trick can he pull to come back here now?
What a Gera Cup it was, man.
Dude, this is one of the best finals I've ever had in Gera Cup.
HawK defeating Focus 2-0. Lucifer beating Happy in freaking Undead Mirror. And now this final. Yeah. 5-3-3 on the human side. This nuke becomes dangerous as well. He can't wait for the Invo potion, can he? 1,400 gold remaining, more to teams.
HawK is going for more siege here, as you said, with the mortars. Doesn't want to just brute force his way in. He doesn't really have the army for this.
2 abominations by Lucifer now.
No TP, by the way, for HawK. This might be do or die right now.
He could wait a little longer for the 1,000 gold. Is it 70 food? But what can you really buy? An Invo potion at that time, I think.
Alright, here we go. Bolt onto the Lich. Unlikely he will be able to find the kill there. This Blizzard, holy crap. The range splash damage along with mortar team is absolutely sick. So Lucifer might be forced to engage at some point.
Yeah, he can spam this for all of eternity. Some scouts out for Lucifer to see if there's tanks coming or anything. So many shades, of course. He doesn't need the acolytes anymore, so he morphed them 1 or 2 shades. Blizzard against the haunted gold mine. That would be a nice trick. Gets rid of a fiend. But I think this is the final fight here. Coil Nova onto the knight, been staffed out. And wow, Web again. The bombs do not do anything here. Abominations.
Clap Blizzard combo. Very rare to see. But now we do. HawK's moving forward. Can he turn this game around? The more teams are trying to fight the meat wagons, and usually,
works.
Of course, with fragmentation shards.
The Mountain King in trouble, though. There's nothing to heal him, but the staff. Wow, there's so much damage thanks to the fragmentation shards in Blizzard. Lucifer is suffering a bit, but it's toe-to-toe.
Most of the meat wagons have been taken out. These Crypt Fiends so low, but he can't finish the job.
Wow. And HawK is retreating again with this gold mine being completely mined in a few seconds.
Alright. HawK has charged into the expansion 5 times, and 5 times he has failed. He has 1 more attack left in him.
Or will Lucifer bring the fight to his base? No more. Okay, 1 more meat wagon is there, but he doesn't pull it in. He's just waiting, and of course he must be waiting, as there's no income for the human. He can pull all the militia and send them into the meat grinder to buy some time for the real damage mortar teams. But it's only 2 of them, and Blizzard, of course.
He needs invulns here, I feel. HawK does. But it was just snatched up. The only invul by the undead.
He has
still on
1
cooldown for a while.
He has 1 on the Archmage.
Especially the MK needs 1 though, I feel.
Yeah. He has a parry up, but that's about it.
Paladin is close to level 4. That's pretty good.
That's so much more invulnerability. HawK is completely out of gold. 62 he has left. And he needs to win this now. Militia train is coming.
And the Shade sees it as well. Alright. This is last stand mode. Lucifer wants to intercept the militia, but then he might take damage at his expansion. Alright, here we go. Blizzard not doing anything against the destroyers, of course. Flying machines doing their best to defeat them, but it's not enough. Not enough gyros in the front lines. We now have ghouls in there. That's going to be a lot of experience, of course. Once the Blizzard hits, but it's not going onto them yet. And the destroyers still all alive. Every single one. Nothing to deal with them. MK in the front line taking a lot of damage. There's level 4 for the Paladin. But how can he win this? Militia, are they really going to do it?
Needs a surround or something. Lucifer is losing a bit as well here. Abomination is down, but what can he do against the destroyers? Nothing except right clicks from an Archmage, and that's definitely not enough. Level 5 is silenced here though. The Undead reigns supreme. Silence here on the Mountain King. Level 6 on the Death Knight. Do we see the second ultimate from a DK in just less than a week? Doesn't seem like it.
Here we go!
Here we go! Oh my god!
Animate dead.
Animate dead.
Finish off this game.
And what a symbolism for Lucifer's game this is. So many knights, so many fiends. He scares HawK away. The MK is silent, staffed out though. But what's left is 26 supply and Russia in vain.
And he repels him again. We have animate dead undead spellbreakers. I legit have never seen this before.
It's over though, almost, and that's why this ultimate is absolute shit. But man, he raised this from the dead, and he raised himself from the dead to win this game, because there is no income, and there's no possible income for HawK anymore, and this is his army. It's pathetic.
HawK is thinking right now, how can I possibly win this game?
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to say, I don't think there is a way.
Against the 3 destroyers, there's nothing against them. Nothing. Lich is close to 6 as well.
This army, man. It really is pathetic. Lich moving in. Nova. First priest dead immediately. MK still not with this force. Going for the sorceresses after. This is just easy cleanup now for the Korean. This should be level 6, I believe. Nah, he needs one more kill. GG. It is over. HawK taps out and Lucifer wins this Gera Cup.
Indeed, man. It's been a while since Lucifer won it. It is, oh boy. This is the first since July 31, 2016, man. That has been some time. What a comeback. What a comeback. Unbelievable. And what a great final. What a great cup in general.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed here that I missed the beginning, but the final was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Man, almost 2,500 viewers witnessing this with us. You picked a good time to tune in to Gera Cup. This was one hell of a final. And too bad HawK didn't take it, but hey, if he gives us games like this, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Lucifer's 4th Gera Cup win. That's $100 for this boy. He is now equal with Remind, Cash, and Rudin, who also have 4 wins to their chest. And yeah, what a Sunday. What a cool Sunday. And we do have a few... Oh, okay, that was not a donation by Ugri. That was repaying stuff. But thank you very much, my man. So, I read that Todd is doing a 24-hour stream. Then we will host him, but of course we do have to play a song before. Watch Todd, watch Grubby, and have fun with some more Warcraft. It was like, oh my god, so much support today. Unbelievably thankful for that. Remo, thank you for joining in the end. If you watch the games, you can look them up on YouTube if you want to keep yourself up to date with the scene. Then follow us on Facebook and Twitter, where we post all the information that you need. If you want to be part of the community, you can do that at Reddit. It's reddit.backtowarcraft.com. If you need information about upcoming tournaments, it's wiki.backtowarcraft.com, the Wikipedia page for our beloved old game. We continue to cast on Wednesday the NSL, a $22,000 tournament, and we start with TH versus Focus. It's gonna be a treat. I hope you're gonna be by my side, Remo. Will you?
I think so, yeah.
Nice. And we have Czech versus Shishi as well. All of them are best of 5. Wednesday, 12 CEST, and the final words belong to you, Mr. Remo.
All right, guys. Follow this channel. Tune in again. Amazing games today. More amazing games to come. And see you next time.
I'm still loading my Spotify to present you the best song in the world to say goodbye, and it's just a matter of seconds. And come on, everything is so slow today. Here we go, the Donuts goodbye routine. Adios.